Welcome to the St. Philomena auction. Each year we run an auction to help support our school financially. Your presence here is important to all of us. We can't thank you enough for entrusting your children to our care on a daily basis, where we seek to form them in body, mind, and spirit. Jesus Christ is truly the reason this school exists, and it is to make your children disciples of Christ that gives us encouragement, grace, and guidance each and every day. We thank you for your attendance at this auction. Have a great night. God bless you.
I'm Father Pat Willie, and St. Philomena is my home. I was raised here. My earliest memories and fondest memories are from here. I was baptized here at St. Philomena. I received my first communion, my confirmation. I graduated from the school. It's a great place. I'm a tiger for life. Once a tiger, always a tiger, we say. I received an amazing foundation here at St. Philomena. And it's been incredible to see how it just keeps getting better and better. The school keeps growing, the enrollment's solid. SPS is the best, we say, and it's true. I think of St. Phil's kind of like Nazareth, the home of the Holy Family. Little did their neighbors know that little by little the Savior of the world was being raised there. In a similar way, the saints that God is calling us to be are being raised here at St. Philomena. They're being formed, nurtured in the silence, in the truth, in virtue. And they're being ready and prepared to be sent out into the world, to set the world on fire, to bring out that truth and that love to all those that they meet. It was here that I encountered that truth and that love. Yeah, I remember when I was growing up here at St. Philomena, I was Jesus one year for the Stations of the Cross. And that was great preparation for what's coming up in my priesthood. I'm sure I'm going to lead the Stations of the Cross for my parishes countless times. And it was here that I learned how to do that and what it means to live a life following Jesus on the way of the cross. I remember seeing the sign in our gym here that says, "Let it be known to all who enter here that Christ is the reason for this school." That's true. Jesus Christ is the reason for St. Philomena. And we can experience that very tangibly in the students, in the teachers, in all who are involved in the St. Phil's community. And it's your support that enables that encounter with Jesus Christ. It makes it possible. Thank you.
The Yellow House started 10 years ago. What was sort of happening, a lot of young teachers were here and they would get pregnant, want to raise their children. And financially, a teaching salary didn't always allow for them to teach as well as pay for a daycare. A lot of them were quitting and staying home or going to public schools because, their salaries are a little bit higher. So Jody Pine started this 10 years ago as a way to keep some of our really great teachers. And obviously we've grown. The first year I did this 10 years ago, we had 4 children. This year we have 18. So what a great way for all of our young teachers to have a place for their children to go while they're teaching and taking care of our children. We're here to take care of their children for them. They get to explore here. They get to learn what's right and wrong. To build friendships. We have kids that are I think the oldest are now in 7th grade. They still are friends from the Yellow House. So it's truly like a blessing that we're able to provide this, and let the children be free. It's really the children's home. It's such a blessing and such a gratifying thing to be able to just slow down your life and live as a child. Because truly, there's so much wonder in a child, Miss Amy, did you see the flowers? The garden, the strawberries are red. Can we pick them now? Do I do that in my day-to-day life? No, but when I'm here, I do. And so it's truly amazing.
I don't think any of us would be here without the little Yellow House with the little kids that we do have.
And I think we've both been in schools where we would teach at a school and our kids would go somewhere else, and to have 4 different schedules or even 3 different schedules is an absolute nightmare. But to know we have the same holidays, the same snow days, and it helps us plan our day, and I think we're that much more efficient, not only parents, but teachers as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I would say at my old school, I knew my whole paycheck went to daycare. It meant less opportunities for my family, less opportunities for my own children. I didn't feel like I was fulfilling either role successfully because of the financial strain and because we were on different schedules.
We get that family time that we didn't have before, which, I mean, in all honesty, it doesn't compare to another job.
We wanted to thank you for allowing us the opportunity not only to become successful and effective teachers here at St. Phil's, but being able to be the moms and the wives we want to be as well, because that is what your donation does. It allows us to be in a school, in a faith-based community that we want to be in, allow us to teach, and to allow even our youngest children to be involved in that as well.
A couple years ago, Katie Boger and I, our 8th grade faith teacher, we started a program similar to Student Council. We call it Student Leadership Team. It's our 8th graders. In those conversations, the repetitive themes were choice, not having to walk in lines with their teachers, being treated more as older students, getting something different, not having to take all the same specials that they've taken their entire time. And so some of these kids were saying, you know, we really want to dive deeper into PE. We really want to go deeper into our art classes or take more STEM. And so that really was what kind of bore this whole process out. So we've offered things this year like ceramics, like percussion class, video production, ukulele class. We've offered painting. We've offered really specific PE classes like net games where they're really building skills like basketball or badminton. And what it's allowed the kids to be able to do is actually dive deeper into their passions. So they've been able to say, here's what I like, here's what I'm interested in, and I'm not as concerned about just having to take general music or general art. I can actually choose when I do take music, I can take a percussion class. When I do take art, I can take ceramics. One of the advantages that the electives have given us is really this opportunity to prepare the kids for the next level. We're always talking about that. We're talking about how do we get them ready to be as prepared for high school as they possibly can be. So you see this transition in the hallways where the kids are able to move, they're able to be responsible for themselves. It took them a day or two, but then they really got their schedules down. And these kids come in from recess, they grab their stuff, they know where they're going, they don't need to be told. And really, we want to do that in this small, safe environment so that way when they get to high school, they have this opportunity to know, I've done this before, I'm good, I know where I'm going, I know how to do this, I know how passing periods work. And really, we've seen the kids embrace that independence a lot, and that makes me feel pretty confident for where they're going.
A group of us went to IdeaCon conference last winter with the mindset of looking to replace all of the boards, looking for something newer. When you go to these conferences, there's always this bright, new, exciting tech, but what really drew us into the ClearTouch boards is it wasn't tech for the sake of tech. Everything was integrated, it was purposeful for the education setting. The company itself has won numerous awards for ed tech, all the way from early childhood through secondary education. So being a K-8 school, that was really important to us because we knew they could grow with us from our primary grades all the way through the middle school grades. My favorite part of the boards are the zones. You can break everything up, so I can have an activity in one zone, I can have a website in another zone, I could have a video in one, and so I can pull them up and put them back as I need them, so it just makes the lesson go much more smoothly. One of the great things is the NuiTech Snowflake software. So with that, you can have lessons and activities that are already planned out, whether it's you have a bunch of little bugs crawling around with different numbers and the kids have to pick what are the odd numbers, what are the even numbers. You can organize even by parts of grammar. They have tons of different activities, but then the teachers also have the capabilities of creating their own. The kids love them. They look at it as, well, this is something the teacher's supposed to use. I'm not supposed to be touching this. And when I'm like, no, we got this because you guys are supposed to be interactive with it as well. And so calling those littles up and they get to move things around, it just is an awesome experience for them. The first initial ones that we purchased had the board with an integrated computer. And that's what gives us all of the access into the NUITech software and makes everything run so smoothly. The last few that have come in, they do not have the integrated computer in it yet. We have to get those separately. So the teachers that all got theirs at the beginning of the year, it has been such an awesome experience for them. And so some of the ones that got the secondary ones that don't have the computers, they kind of see the difference, and so it'll just be awesome to get them back up to speed with everyone else.
Thank you.